Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm starting out by updating my archive journal. If you watched my last video, then you might remember it was Easter and I was stressed. And this first spread is actually about Easter. So it's officially 1 week later. And if you recall from my last video, I was saying how I needed to do some tidying up. Guess what I didn't do? Guess what did not happen? So first of all, I'll explain the spread and then I'll get into what ended up happening on Easter. So I found this collection of like Easter stuff, bunnies, eggs. I thought it was so cute. And at first I was going to use the bunnies and just kind of make them a plain color so that way I could use them as memo notes, which I still think would have been really cute. But I love their patterns so much, so I thought it would be nicer to leave them as patterns like that, just as decoration. And also I love that Hello Kitty artwork, so I thought it would be nice to try to like match that as well. There's a plain yellow egg on Hello Kitty's little Easter egg tree, question mark. I don't know what that is, Easter egg tree. And I thought that would make a good memo note, just a singular yellow egg. So back to Easter. Exactly 1 week ago, I was recording that last video. And I think I said in the video, I didn't know what time my best friend was coming. She was coming over to deliver my mom's birthday present. She'd gotten my mom some snacks from Trader Joe's, which was really, really nice. We don't have a Trader Joe's in our hometown where I live. And so she lives more towards the city, so she has easier access to one. I think I said in my last video, I didn't know what time she was going to get here. And of course, it caught me by surprise when she did show up. I knew that was going to happen. So why didn't I tidy everything up as I should have, like at the beginning of the day? Also, I told my mom, I'm not sure how many times, that she couldn't stay for long, that she and her boyfriend were on their way home, that it wasn't like a social call, that she was really just like dropping off her present and that they were going to go. Tell me why my mom exits our house, goes down the porch, goes down the driveway, goes to my best friend's car, opens the door, and says, "You think you're too good to come inside?" to my friend's boyfriend. She is such a loose cannon. She is so unpredictable. I say this in the kindest way possible. I do think that is one of the reasons why I have social anxiety, is because I cannot and never could predict what my mom is going to do. Like, of course she was joking, but I was like, oh my God, like they're on their way home, like they're trying to go. And so he gets out of the car and then we're standing there and I said, oh, it's hot. Cause I was like, oh, maybe then they'll just go. I'm so good at giving people exits. My mom is very unaware of when people want to get out of conversations with her. And so I was like, oh, it's so hot. And my mom goes, well, come in. I was like, oh my God, everything is backfiring. And also I was going to wear my Snoopy pajamas when my best friend came over because I thought she would be so excited and happy to see them. I'm glad I didn't. I planned in advance for my mom to be a loose cannon because my Snoopy pajamas are kind of see-through. So I'm glad that I had on actual proper clothes because she invited her boyfriend into this house. It's one thing for my best friend to be in our house and it's 86 degrees and the air fryer's on the kitchen table. I think I said this in my last video. We're not messy people at all. So like to me, any slightest bit of like clutter is like, oh my gosh, why is the house a mess? So even now, a week later, I keep looking around at my house and being like, oh, this one thing is really weird. Like he saw that. It's just because like, I don't know him. You know what I mean? It's like essentially a stranger was in my house. And now I just like keep looking at random little things in my house. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like he saw that. Like I'm literally being a prisoner in my own home right now because my mom. But anyway, it was so nice. My best friend bought her so many yummy snacks. And also she got me a little Easter basket, quite literally a basket. So that's what I added a picture of in the spread. It was so, so sweet. I thought she was just gonna bring my mom some stuff. So it was so nice. She got me a chocolate bunny that has some little gummy carrots in it. I still have not cracked her open yet and eaten her. She got me some little like chocolate covered JoJo's. Those were also so good. I've had 1 out of 4 of those. My mom ate the other one. She got me a candle. It's grapefruit. It smells so good. She got me some hand cream. It also smells so good. She got me some hand sanitizer. It also smells good. What else was in there? A lip scrub. I haven't, not like, maybe more like a lip mask, not a scrub. I have not used that yet. And then that bag of like those little tiny cookies, because she said they reminded her of like the grips. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. My mom used to always pack those in my lunch for me. And also just like the basket itself was so helpful. I immediately put it under one of the cabinets in my bathroom and it was perfect. I had so many loose things that needed organizing and it fit in there so perfectly. So I was so happy to have that as well. She was so sweet to bring so many gifts for us. Oh my gosh, my mom kept saying she spent too much money. She shouldn't have done this, especially because my mom and I don't really give gifts to each other. So it made me happy to see her so happy. And I was so surprised and happy to get a gift myself too. I wasn't expecting that at all. I wish I could have taken a photo of my mom, like her little basket. My best friend brought it all in a Trader Joe's bag, like a little reusable bag. I wish I could have taken a picture of that as well to use in the spread. But regardless, I'm really happy with how this turned out anyway. Speaking of my mom, the next spread is also for my archive journal and it's about my mom's birthday. I made a spread last year for my mom's birthday as well and I'm using a very similar memo note. I think the one I used last year was like the longer version of this one. And I'm also using the stickers that I used in last year's spread. They're like little Sanrio themed foods, and I literally just duplicated what I used last year from my mom's birthday spread because I loved the little burger that I built. So I was like, why not use that one again, because my mom got the same exact thing. I think I did too. We went to Longhorn and had a little car picnic the same way we did last year. And I just love that bento memo note so much. I think it is so, so, so cute. So I was like, why not take the opportunity to use it again? I don't think I have anything else to say about my mom's birthday. It was a nice day. So I thought I could tell you what I've been up to instead. First of all, I can't remember if I said this, I think I did, but I've been watching Covert Affairs and I'm all the way to season 3, which is really good. They keep putting this man from Isn't Real on my screen. Not really happy about that, but I'm having so much fun rewatching it. And then also I started Paradise, that show that was on Hulu. And I've watched episode 1 so far and I'm like, how interesting. I started episode 2, but like episode 1 is really fascinating. I'm not even sure if I'll watch the whole show, but just episode 1, I think it was like a good episode, like just a good episode of TV. I also really want to start To Be Hero X, but I don't want to start it until I'm finished with Covert Affairs because I don't need to be watching 2, potentially 3 shows at once. Also, I still have not started Wicked. I'm going to watch it. Like it's the 27th of April as I'm recording this right now. Before the end of April, I'm going to watch that movie. I don't know when it's going to be, but in the next 3 days, I'm going to watch the movie, I swear. Today, I'm probably going to try to read more because I really want to finish my April TBR. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but that's what I'm going to also dedicate the last few days of April to. Also, it's gotten so warm, which is really disappointing to me because I think I've missed my window of time to organize my room how I wanted to. I've been like doing this big like declutter ever since last year, and my closet is kind of like the final frontier of that, and I just feel like I've missed my window. I think it's going to be too warm to be doing that kind of like in-depth organizing, so that's really unfortunate. But also, because it's getting so warm, I really need to plant my flowers. I still have not planted them. I thought I was going to do it this week and then I didn't. I'm so scared about the storms. Like there are just like random thunderstorms that'll come through and like, I don't know, for like 2 hours, it'll be like raining really hard and storming and hailing and everything else. And I'm like, my plants, like I don't want them to get damaged. Oh, also, you know what I did at the beginning of this week? I pirated a bunch of coloring books. Like I have so many. I think I got like maybe 8 or so. Some of them look like scans of the books, which is like not my favorite, but then some of them are very clearly the digital files. I'm actually so glad I did that though, because I found a coloring book I probably would have never heard of otherwise. And I think it might be one of the ones that I buy eventually if I buy myself more. I say if, when I buy myself more. I think that's it for all of my little hobby updates. I'm about to start an audiobook by Simone de Beauvoir. It's like some kind of new manuscript or something like that was found. I say new, I don't know when they found it, but it was published recently. And I think it's like a fictionalized story about her and her best friend. So I thought that would be really nice. I think it's only like 4 hours long, but I don't know when I'm going to start it because as you've heard, I have so many other things that I'm already into and things that I need to do and need to get to. That doesn't even include making spreads or editing my videos. This spread is finished. My mom had a very happy birthday, I think, which I'm always happy to hear. I'm actually probably going to go get a piece of cake once I'm finished recording this video. The final spread for today's video is in my reading journal, and this one is for a BL manga series called Contradict. I actually read volume 1 of Contradict in May 2023, so it's been almost 2 years since I read the first volume, so of course I had to reread it to get myself like reacclimated with the world and the characters. I actually just reread volume 1 and then the entirety of volume 2 last night, so this is very fresh on my brain. So the series is about these 2 firefighters, Yajima and Torikai, and they both kind of are very good at what they do. They train together like at like the basic level of becoming firefighters, and then they went on to be firefighters. But when the story begins, they're at like an exclusive training, kind of like a boot camp in order for them to qualify to be able to be on like the rescue team, which isn't a position you can just like get into at any time. Like I think you have to be like the best of the best. And the 2 characters are rivals. They butt heads all the time. They're kind of like partnered up for a lot of stuff that they have to do in training camp, but they do not like each other at all. And so one day their fellow firefighters are like, what if we do like a little welcome party thing and y'all can eat together and maybe it'll make you be better friends. So they all go to Yajima's place, which is next door to Torikai's, by the way. And they all kind of end up drunk and they're kind of just like passed out on Yajima's floor. And he's like, hey, where am I supposed to sleep? And Torikai says, do you want to come over to my place? And so it begins. The thing that I've really realized about Rivals to Lovers that I love is that it's very similar to just like a regular relationship in terms of you're helping the other person be a better version of themselves. You're motivating each other to be the best versions of yourselves. And that ends up being really prominent, especially in the second volume when they go through their, you know, like third act breakup, essentially. I like that they depend on each other in that way. And then the fact that they're firefighters, I don't think I've ever read any other kind of firefighter BL. I feel like if there is one, this one is still probably the better one. Like, no offense to the hypothetical other firefighter BLs, but I just feel like this one, the characters, I like both of them. They're very cute together, and the art is really, really nice. I think both the characters are drawn really well. Honestly, Yajima kind of reminds me of Saan a little bit. And also, of course, since they're both firefighters, they're very muscular. And sometimes when you get two characters that are muscular, they both start looking like monsters. Like, the anatomy just gets a bit crazy. But I feel like the mangaka did a good job. I thought they were both drawn really beautifully. And they have such good chemistry with each other as well. I also really liked the extra story at the end of volume 1 where they go camping. I don't know what it was about that, but I was like, this is so cute. It made me want to find more stories of people just going camping. Oh, for this spread, the reason I used the keys is because there's kind of like a very significant moment where they both exchange keys with each other. And I think that is so wholesome and romantic. Like, aw. I think it's just like that sense of trust and also familiarity. Like, you're trusting someone enough to allow them entrance into your home at any possible time. Like, I actually think exchanging keys is more romantic than when people get matching rings. And I love to read stories when people buy each other rings. A piece of jewelry versus a literal key into your most inner private sanctuary. Like, okay, can't remember if I've read another BL where it was like featured so prominently. Like, there's a whole entire scene where Torikai is showing Yajima his apartment for the first time, and Yajima opens it with his own key. Like, the more I think about it, the more I love it. I really, really like this series. One of the reasons why I've really been wanting to finish it is because I loved volume 1 so much. I didn't even realize it had been almost 2 years since I'd read it. I've just been thinking about it this whole entire time. I almost bought it, I think, before in Japanese because I really liked it whenever I first read it. I don't know if there's going to be a volume 3 or not. I hope so. If not, that's okay. There's actually another title by the same mangaka that I want to read that I'm thinking of reading next month anyway. So hopefully it'll be just as good. I have this whole plan. Like, that's kind of why I wanted to read Unblossomed this month, because the other manga by the same author that I want to read is also a historical one. So I thought I'd kind of be in the mindset of reading some historical fiction. But if you're someone who likes kind of a themed story, and I definitely am that kind of person, I don't know of another firefighter BL, but like I said, this one's definitely got to be the best. But now that this is finished, we can go put all of these spreads into my digital journals. I just realized that one of my neighbors has been riding around on a lawnmower for who knows how long. So now I'm paranoid that like this whole entire video has lawnmower noise in the background. And I really hope that is not the case. Like, it's one thing for the refrigerator to be humming in the background of all the videos, and it is, but a lawnmower, who recalls Lawnmower Gate in summer 2024? Because I still remember that video. Actually, speaking of my fridge, it's not humming right now. Like, it's not going at all. Very rare. I'm sure now that I've said that though, it will kick back on pretty soon. Knock on wood, I don't have any wood nearby, but our fridge is really old. Like, I think it's as old as my house is, so like 24 years old. So that's why she's a little bit noisy. She's an older gal. In fridge age, 24 must be like 78, so that's why. I've been trying to make sure I upload at least every 2 weeks, as close to that as possible. I'm kind of paranoid again about getting behind, like suddenly not being able to record any videos and then like I'll be behind again as I was earlier this year. I mean, I'm behind anyway, but you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like extra behind. I'm sorry that my videos have been so inconsistent. And then also, as I was just saying, I'm scared I'll get behind again. Like, if for some reason I can't record a video for like 3 weeks, 1 month again, as it was at the beginning of this year, I haven't had that same feeling of like, oh no, what am I going to do now? Because I've been trying to stagger my videos like 2 weeks apart. I don't know, just a little behind the scenes thoughts for everyone who made it this far into the video. As always, thank you so much for watching today. Everything I used in today's spreads will be in my Pinterest board. The link to that is in my description box, along with the links to all of my other social media accounts, as well as the Google Drive folders for my journal deco kits. Also, any links to any tweets I used as well. I sometimes forget to say that. Those are also in the description box. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll try my best to answer them. It's definitely May by now, by the time that you're watching this, so I hope you're having a happy May so far. Thank you, seriously, for all of your continued love and support. It really means a lot to me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone!